Good morning, children. How are you today? Welcome to your English class. So remember, in our previous class, we started with relative pronouns. Okay, we talked about some relative pronouns, some examples. So if you still remember. Okay, so relative pronouns, what are they? They are used to join two sentences about the same person or thing. Okay, so some relative pronouns that we saw were who, whose, whom, which, that. Okay, so now let us move on. As you can see in the table, okay, you have some relative pronouns, you have when are we going to use them, and some examples. So let us take a look. We are going to start with who. So who is used to replace the subject pronouns I, she, he, we, and they. For example, this is the man who broke the window. Whose show possession or relationship. Example, she knew the family whose house we bought. Whom replaced the object pronouns me, her, him, us, and them. Okay, the example is they have found the lady whom they want to interview. Which clauses that begin with which are almost always non-restrictive. My precious blue lamp which was in the room was broken. That clauses that begin with that are almost always restrictive clauses. The lamp that was in the room was broken. So this was about the examples of relative pronouns. Let us move on. Nonetheless, you have other pronouns which exist. Okay, so you have pronouns such as who, whom, which. You already know. You have other relative pronouns such as why, when, where, whose, and that. Okay, so these are other relative pronouns that you need to know. Let us read the examples. For who relates to people. The musician who wrote this song is French. Whom relates to people as well as object. I know the boy whom sits next to you. Which relates to animals and objects. This is the cake which Mary made, so you're not going to use which for people. Why refer to a reason. Do you know the reason why the market is closed today? When refers to time. The day when the concert takes place is Saturday. Where refers to places, as you already know. This is the house where my son was born. Whose refers to possession. The boy whose phone just rang should stand up. That relates to people, animals. The 12th September is the day that I was born. So all these are relative pronouns. You should already know these. Okay, you should already know how to use them in sentences as well. Okay, open your book now. Where we reached. So yesterday we already read the conversation. Now we are going to see some exercises. So relative pronouns refer to nouns already mentioned. We use them to avoid repetition while writing or speaking. Who and whom refer to persons. That refers to persons, animals, or things. Which refers to animals or things. Whose refers to persons and animals. It also indicates possession. So possession means when you have something, something is for you, so it's possession. Okay, you are going to copy this in your copybook. Let us see the activity 7a. Use appropriate relative pronouns to join the sentences in column A with those in column B. Column A and column B, you have the sentences, you have the relative pronouns, which you have to link with the sentence. Sentence A, number 1, he is an artist. You have all the relative pronouns which, whose, that, whom, who, and then you have sentences from column B. Let us take number 1, he is an artist. He turns scrap materials into artwork. So sentences from column A and from column B are in the correct form. You only have to add the relative pronouns. He is an artist. You cannot use which, you cannot use that. You will have to use whose, whom, or who. He is an artist. He turns scrap materials into artwork. He is an artist who turns scrap materials into artwork. So here you are going to remove he, you will join who, you will add who. So who is replaced by he. She is picking leaves. She will use the leaves for printing. So you are going to read all the sentences like I am doing right now. She is picking leaves. She will use the leaves for printing. You will have to see the correct relative pronoun. She is picking leaves. That she will use for printing. So that is replaced by the leaves. Okay, I'm sure you are understanding, children. Then on the next page, what are you going to do? You're going to write the sentences on the lines given. Okay, I'm sure it's fine for you. I'm sure you'll be able to do this work. Activity 7B. Akshay has recycled plastic cutlery and paper plates to make a wind chime. Complete the sentences below to find out what he did. So this is a wind chime. Okay, so here the relative pronouns are already given to you: who, that, whom, which, whose. Akshay, who is, you will have to complete the sentences. You can say Akshay, who is very creative, has decided to make a wind chime. The spoons that Akshay used were old, were new. Okay, whatever, you have to be creative, you have to find out sentences, to write proper sentences and simple sentences. Then for activity 7C, you will have to write your own sentences using the relative pronouns. I hope you're able to understand all the work that you have to do. Okay, let us move on. Let us see on the page 113. Okay, this you have a passage in front of you. It is reading for pleasure and appreciation. So you have to read the text. So on both pages you will see 113, 114. Okay, take a look first and then we are going to read. Okay, I want to become an artist. We are going to start the passage. We will read together. I want to become an artist. So here, what do you understand by artist? Do you know what is the meaning of artist? Okay, so an artist is a person who likes to paint, who likes to make drawings. Okay, so a person who makes drawings and paintings as part of his work. This is his work, or as a hobby also. As a hobby, I like to paint, I like to make drawings, so I would want to be an artist. Say, little boy, what would you like to become one day? Oh, I would love to be an artist so that I may play the whole day. Yes, so that I can spend all my time drawing and painting with skill. Skill meaning how to do something, you are skilled. And hope that my creations give the whole world a thrill. So on the next page, 114, you have the glossary, the yellow box. Okay, you have all the vocabulary frill meaning happiness. Really, and what would you draw? Please share with me. I would paint the world's most beautiful scenery. Scenery meaning les vues. From the fields, the flowers, the meadows, the cyclones, the raging sea, to angels, fairies, pixies, and gnomes, everything that is a mystery. Okay, so the boy would want to paint. So I think he very much likes the nature. Okay, his environment, the environment around him. So he's going to draw fields, meadows. What is a meadow? So a meadow is a field cultivating with grass or wildflowers. A meadow is a very large area of field. He will be drawing the cyclones, the raging sea. Pixies are small mischievous fairy-like creatures, and gnomes are dwarfs. Okay, dwarfs. Gnomes are legendary dwarfs. Yes, legendary. How would you draw? Please tell me. It's easy. To draw, one needs to be able to observe closely and then spend time practicing sketching, as practice leads to perfection. Yes, so he has said something very nice. Practice leads to perfection. If you like to do something, you have to practice and practice and practice. Then you'll be able to do it perfectly. An artist is someone whose work brings admiration. So when you're an artist, people are going to admire you, are going to appreciate your working. What tools would you use? Please tell me. To draw, one does not need a variety of pencils, good drawing paper, a good eraser, or a good instructor. To draw, one needs to become once more a child with an active imagination. Yes, if you have an active imagination, if you are very creative, then you'll be able to draw very nice drawings and paintings. Okay, and then little boy, let us move to the next page. And then little boy, what would you do with your drawings? I would beautify them, I would paint them, I would add colors to them, I would decorate them, and then I would sell them. Because this is what he is going to do with his drawings. He will paint, add colors, decorate, and then sell them. But how would you paint your artworks? Please tell me. Oh, the painting techniques vary from paper graffiti to acrylic and waste and watercolor, without forgetting leaf painting and dry brushing. So here you have the meaning. What is graffiti? Say the drawings that are words painted with spray. I think you already know, you have seen some graffiti on walls. Okay, what is acrylic? It is a paint for artists. And watercolor, without forgetting leaf painting and dry brushing. Say dry brushing meaning painting with a dry brush and very little paint. Drawing and painting, my dear teacher, are for me more than a hobby. That is why they are at school and at university a subject for study. Remember some great artists, Da Vinci and Dali? Their works still bring them lots of glory. So glory, they are getting fame. They have become famous with their drawing. So you can take a look, you can search on the net the paintings of the great artist Da Vinci. Okay, little boy, I hope you succeed in becoming what you want. Art brings joy to the artist and to the world, and your talent is unique and different. So you can see the boy is very ambitious. He wants to become an artist, Okay, he's sharing his views. Okay, so he also tells you that practice leads to perfection. So this was a very nice text, okay, on how a boy wants to become an artist. So he has dreams for his future, what he's going to do with his paintings, with his drawings. He's going to decorate all of them and sell them. So let us take a look at your activity. Okay, so on the next page you're going to see activity 8b. You have to discuss with your friends. So unfortunately you do not have your friends at home. So one thing you can discuss with your brothers and sisters, you can read this text together. It is very interesting. Then you're going to discuss with them, or simply if you are very alone at home, okay, so you can write the answers in your copybook. We'll be discussing in class. Okay, what is the poem about? What does art represent for the little boy? Do you agree with him? Say why. Would you like to be an artist too? Okay, it's all about you. What do you think about the poem, and uh, if you too want to become an artist? Now you have an activity. The characters in this poem are a teacher and a little boy of your age. Imagine what a girl who wants to be an artist too would say to her teacher. In pairs, write a conversation of about 12 lines in the same form as the poem. So here you will not be able to work in pairs at home. If ever you want to discuss it with your brothers and sisters or your parents, you are free to do so. Okay, otherwise you'll have to do it by yourself. Now the text, as you know, is about a little boy, but here you'll have to change, and instead of the boy you're going to add the views, what a girl is going to say. She wants to be an artist too, so what is she going to say? So whatever the teacher is asking to the boy, you can repeat this, but then you'll have to add different ideas about the girl. So this is your homework. Okay, it's not very tough, it is very fun. You are going to imagine, okay, about what a girl is going to say. And then your other homework, page 111, 112, 115. 115 is activity 8b and 8c, what we are just talking about. So that's all for today, children. Take care at home. Remember, I will be checking all your homework. So please do all your homework right in your copybook. Okay, so that's all for today. Take care. See you later. Bye bye.